Hi everybody and welcome to another episode of Route X Lap Attack. I just bought a TVR Tuscan from the used car dealership, and if you can look at it on the top screen, you can see that I have painted it silver. I did this for two reasons. When I was a teenager, I had a computer mouse which was created to look exactly like this car. And if you also remember a certain Looney Tunes movie from 2003, that being called Back in Action, you will remember this car from that movie. That is why I painted it silver. And you may also be able to see I've even modified the license plate. Aside from George in the Jungle, Back in Action's my favorite movie with Brendan Fraser. Really good actor. I got to see more of his films. And the engine sounds wonderful. So just like with the Greddy Fugu Z in the previous episode, I am running this car at nighttime because that's what it is right now upon me recording this on February 12th, 6:47 p.m. I don't normally do this, but this is being recorded on the same day as the Greddy Fugu Z, which is actually a custom car made by Sung Kang, who played Han in Fast and Furious. That's another good actor. I think he's also in Star Wars. Yeah, he's in the Kenobi series on Disney+. Now, if only they could add a Chevrolet Monte Carlo NASCAR. Most notably, the red and blue fire scheme that Jeff Gordon had in 2003. Yosemite Sam stole that from Jeff Gordon while he's in Las Vegas. He's like, it's a modified Monte Carlo with a yellow number 24 on the sides. It was on Tubi for free, but I think they got rid of it. But there's a lot of other great movies on that streaming service. And NASCAR even has its own live streaming on there. I've been watching what they've had over the last few days, and because of an upcoming race on Sunday, they've basically been showing off nothing but Daytona 500s, all from different years. Earlier in the morning, I saw that they had the 1998 Daytona 500, which is the one that Dale Earnhardt won. Then after that, they played the 1979 Daytona 500, the very first one that Dale Sr. or Dale Earnhardt ever attended. I mean, you know it's Dale Sr. if I don't call him Dale Jr. I mean, if I just say Dale Earnhardt, you basically know he's senior. And you also know that Dale Jr. did not take part in the 1998 Daytona 500 at all, so I don't even know why I called him senior at that point. It's interesting that I mentioned Jeff Gordon earlier. He had an interesting relationship with Jeff Gordon. They've been considered rivals. Alright, our car is making good time here. Top speed, 214 miles an hour. We're passing multiple airplanes and wind turbines. You know, it'd be cool if there was some more time progression. I almost said wind progression. That might make things a little more challenging too, like especially in the Gran Turismo movie. If you do the Nürburgring, you may have an opportunity to flip your car over if you have more wind resistance in certain spots. I gotta watch that again. That was a great film. I like how they ended it at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Fun race. Now I just gotta watch the 1971 film with Steve McQueen, which they simply just called Le Mans. Speaking of the Daytona 500, I mentioned that earlier. I actually just finished a comic a week ago about the Daytona 500. It's simply called Daytona. And the movie that I said earlier, Le Mans with Steve McQueen, is actually what inspired me to create the story. I thought it'd be pretty cool to do like the full length of the race, you know, like 200 laps. Now there are there are moments where it skips through time, like you don't actually have to read through the full race of like 3 hours. But it's pretty cool. I think you'll like it. Just gotta wait for it to be finished next month. I finished drawing all the pages. We just gotta save it digitally and make a few edits here and there, and should be ready by March, so I've been told. Alright, making good progress here. I must have pushed the L3 stick into the right position, because usually when I'm on this curve, I have to wiggle it back and forth just to have the car stay. Okay, now I am, but earlier I didn't. But usually, I'm sure this has happened to you a few times, whenever you're driving on this track, you always have to move L3 back and forth just to make sure you stay at the right spot between the white line and the yellow line. Alright, so the Greddy Fugu Z, we were not able to beat. That got a time of 5:10. We got a 5:19. Still a fun car to drive, you know, I really enjoyed that. Let's see where we scored. There's the Greddy that I mentioned earlier, 10th place with its 5:10. A half second slower than the 2016 GT350. Our British car got 13th with its runtime of 5:19. Well, I guess that about covers it for this episode. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.